Starting your business, how to approach startup successfully. Starting and managing a business takes motivation, desire, and talent. It also takes research and planning. Like a chess game, success in small business starts with a decisive and correct opening moves. And although initial mistakes are not fatal, it takes skill, discipline, and hard work to regain the advantage. To increase your chance for success, take the time up front to explore and evaluate your business and personal goals. Then use this information to build a comprehensive and well-thought-out business plan that will help you reach these goals. The process of developing a business plan will help you to think through some important issues that you may not have considered yet. Your plan will become a valuable tool as you set out to raise money for your business. It should also provide milestones to gauge your success. Let's get started. Before starting out, list your reasons for wanting to go into business. Some of the most common reasons for starting a business are: you want to be your own boss. You want financial independence. You want creative freedom. You want to fully use your skills and knowledge to earn money. Next, you need to determine what business is right for you. Ask yourself these questions. What do I like to do with my time? What technical skills have I learned or developed? What do others say that I'm good at? Will I have the support of my family? How much time do I have to run a successful business? Do I have any hobbies or interests that are marketable? Then you should identify the niche your business will fill. Conduct the necessary research to answer these questions. What business am I interested in starting? What services or products will I sell? Is my ideal practical and will it fill a need? What is my competition? What is my business advantage over existing firms? Can I deliver a better quality service? Can I create demand for my business? The final step before developing your plan is the pre-business checklist. You should answer these questions. What skills and experience do I bring to the business? What will my legal structure be? How will my company's business records be maintained? What insurance coverage will be needed? What equipment supplies will I need? How will I compensate myself? What are my resources? What financing will I need? Where will my business be located? And what will I name my business? Your answers to these questions will help you create a focused, well-researched business plan that should serve you as a blueprint. It should detail how the business will be operated, managed, and capitalized. One of the most important cornerstones of starting a business is the business plan. Once you have completed your business plan, review it with a friend or business associate. When you feel comfortable with the content and the structure, make an appointment to review and discuss it with your banker. The business plan is a flexible document that should change as your business grows. Going into business. Are you the type? The first question you should answer after recognizing there are two sides to the prospect of establishing your own business is, am I the type? You will be your most important employee. It is important that you rate yourself objectively and then how you rate any prospective employee. Appraise your strengths and your weaknesses. As a prospective operator of your own business, acknowledge that you are weak in certain areas and cover the deficiency by either retraining yourself or hiring someone with the necessary skill. Numerous studies have been made of small business managers over the years. Many look at traits and characteristics that appear common to most people who start their own businesses. Other studies focus on characteristics that seem to appear frequently in successful owner-managers. First, consider those characteristics that seem to distinguish the person who opens a business from the person who works for someone else. These studies investigated successful and unsuccessful owners, some of whom went bankrupt several times. Some were successful only after the second or third try. These characteristics they might share almost be said to predispose a person into trying to start a business. Of course, not all of these characteristics appear in every small business owner-manager, but the following seem to be the most predominating. Strong opinions and attitudes. People who start their own business may be members of different political parties, feel different about religion, economics, and other issues. They're like everyone else. The difference is they usually feel and express themselves more strongly. This is consistent. If you're going to risk your money and the time in your own business, you must have a strong feeling that you will be successful. As you will see later, these strong feelings may also cause you problems. If you want to start your own business, you probably have mixed feelings about authority. You know the manager must have authority to get things done, but you're not comfortable working under someone. This may also have been your attitude in scholastic, family, or other authority structure. If you want to open your own business, you're likely to have strong need for achievement. This need for achievement is a psychologist term for motivation and is usually measured by test. It can be an important factor in success. The person who wouldn't think of starting a business might call you a plunger, a gambler, a high risk taker. Yet you probably don't feel that about yourself. Studies have shown that very often the small business owner doesn't differ from anyone else in risk avoidance or aversion when measured on tests. At first thought, this seems unreasonable since logic tells us that it's risky to open your own business. An Ole Miss professor once explained that its apparent contradiction is very simple. When a person starts and manages his own business, he doesn't see risk. He sees only factors that he can control to his advantage. If you possess these traits to some degree, it doesn't mean that you will be successful, only that you will very likely start your own business. Some of these characteristics in excess may actually hamper you if you're not careful. The characteristics that appear most frequently among successful small business managers include drive, thinking ability, competence in human relations, communication skills, and technical knowledge. Drive, as defined in the study, is composed of responsibility, vigor, initiative, persistence, and health. Thinking ability consists of original, creative, critical, and analytical thinking. Competency in human relations means emotional stability, sociability, good personal relations, consideration, cheerfulness, cooperation, and tactfulness. Important communication skills include verbal comprehension and oral and written communications. Technical knowledge is the manager's comprehension of the physical process of producing goods or services and the ability to use the information purposefully. Motivation or drive has long been considered as having an important effect on performance. Psychologists now claim that you can increase the motivation and the personal capacities that will improve your effectiveness and increase your chances for success. Much of the development of such achievement motivation depends on setting the right kind of goals for yourself. What business should you choose? Many of you have already decided what business to choose. Others may still be seeking answers from your counselors. Whether you have decided or not, you will find it helpful to continue your self-evaluation. Begin by summarizing your background and experience, including jobs, schools, and hobbies. Then write down what you think you would like to do. Does what you would like to do match up with what you have done? It's helpful if your experience and training can be put into direct use in your new enterprise. What are your prospective needs? What are your prospective customers' needs? You may make money doing something you don't like if people will pay for it. On the other hand, you will never make money if people don't need your product or service, no matter how happy you are doing it. Experts have said more companies fail because they're in the wrong business than because they are doing business wrong. Read and listen to the experts. Talk to the people. Try to understand where growth will occur. Most new businesses can only get customers by taking them away from someone else or by attracting new people entering the area. In other words, don't start a contracting business in a community where the population is decreasing, even if you are a good contractor. At this point, try to match your background and interests with what you see the needs to be. If they match, wonderful. Now all you have to do is discover how to offer the customers more for their money than do your competitors. If the needs and your background don't match, don't despair. Get training by working with a company that provides a product or service that is needed. Find a job in a well-managed, successful company of the kind you're contemplating. Then absorb as much management know-how as you can while learning the technical skills. Education can help too. While there may be no education requirements for starting your own business, The more schooling you have along the right lines, the better equipped you should be. Some fields require licenses, certificates, even degrees in specific educational areas. Certainly it is helpful if you have had courses in record keeping, sales, and communication. These needn't be college or even high school courses. They can come from adult educations and the like.